Sean Michael Johnson. Första bas, Kalle Höglund. Pitchar för Rättvik idag gör Ellen Opperman. Och sen resten av bänken ut också längs linjen. Varsågod. För Sundbyberg. Börjar med coachen. Det är väl Per då, misstänker jag. Varsågod. Catcher för Sundbyberg, Lukas Hjelmar. Shortstop, Anthony Castillo. Centerfield, Linus Sjölund. DH, lika pitcher, José Fernandez. Tredje bas, Brandon Portillo. Första bas, Ryan Estati. Left field, Brasil Fleming. Och right field, Erik Markvårdsen. Andra base, Fernando Hernandez. Och sedan resten av laget ut i tidningen. Att döma den här matchen har då förärats våra tre fantastiska domare. Cameron Hansson, Thomas Marklund och Alexander Silverhjelm. Cameron Hansson har då hemplattan. För oss som är här nu så skulle jag vilja att vi ställer oss upp. Vi tar av oss mössorna. Svenska flaggan är rakt ovanför bakom spikerbåset. Och så avnjuter vi den svenska nationalsången. Tackar vi för den vackra skönsången och så är det dags för domarcoachmöten vid hemplattan och sen sparkar vi igång den här andra finalmatchen i den här matchen om 5 matcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Örvallen for Game 2 of the SM Finals. Unfortunately, Vince Scully couldn't be here today, but I'm Alex Ansoliaga. I'll be doing your play-by-play. Game 1 was to the Butchers, a game that was closer than the score, finished 10-0 yesterday. The story of the game, great starting pitching and timely two-strike hitting. But today's another day, and we'll see if the Heat can get the bats going. We got Jose Hernandez on the mound. Guys are ready to play ball. Very Swedish weather. We're starting 2.5 hours late. I'm too hot with my jacket on. I'm too cold with my t-shirt on. It's very Swedish, but they're gonna do it anyways. Look for sloppy play today. The ball's gonna be wet. But I expect the Heat's bat to come alive. They were putting the bat on the ball yesterday, and now they just gotta see him through. And we'll see. Lucas Jonor's behind the plate. I'll be having some former Heat players coming by today, whether they want to speak to me or not. We're going to have a good time in here and watch Sundbyberg take Game 2 of these finals. The Butchers, of course, are also known as the Johnson family reunion. They did a great job yesterday, particularly Ben Johnson, who I think went 4 for 5, had a few doubles. Daniel Johnson hitting doubles. Ben Johnson ultimately closed it out on the mound. The game was closer than the score, like I said. The Heat had their opportunities. Late in the game, it kind of got away from them. But today's another day. First pitch is on the way.
Snart sätta igång matchen. Första slagen upp för Rättvik. Centerfielder Joel Johnson.
Again, it's Jose Hernandez on the mound. Batting first for the Butchers is Joel Johnson. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, play ball. The first pitch is hit to the third base side, and it's knocked down Pet Castillo and gets through. One pitch, one man on for the Butchers, picking up where they left off yesterday. And it's not going to be an easy day to turn double plays. The Heat will be looking to get a ground ball. Get a 2-for-1 deal here. But again, a little bit easier said than done. Very sloppy conditions here at Örvallen today. Guys doing a great job getting the dirt back in shape, but the grass is soggy. It's a little muddy. The pitcher's mound is an issue. But we battle the elements and we play ball. At the plate now is Ben Johnson. Throws a bender for a strike. Jose Hernandez getting away, getting ahead on Ben Johnson. Oh, 1. Johnson takes a lead at first. The pitch fouled. Way ahead now, 0-2, and it's the story of yesterday's game. Can the Heat manage to miss the bats when they're ahead in the counts? Way ahead now. The last thing you want to do is leave it over the plate when somebody's trying to protect. But we'll see. Looking for a strike 3 or a ground ball. The pitch is hit to left. Fleming is under it for out number 1.
Ben får på ett hårt ut till left field. Där Brasil har en lyra. Vi har den första vända. Och upp och slå nu.
Okay.
Rättvik är Oskar Järvsten. Joel Johnson får på första bas.
One out, one man on. Coming to the plate right now is Oscar Jerstein, the catcher. Jerstein's a big boy. Johnson takes the lead at first with 1 out. Throw over, not his best move. But we got to keep him honest. These Johnsons, they're sweet guys, but they like to steal. Hernandez steps off. There's no action. No count on the batter, Jerstein. And it's a strike right down the middle. Jose Hernandez, first pitch was a strike, then 3, and now another. Looks like he'll be attacking the zone all day. The ball's inside, runner goes. The throw's not in time. He gets away from the second baseman. Johnson is going to advance to third. Don't want to give extra bases in that situation, but sloppy conditions, and now you've got a runner on third base. Don't want to do that. Changes from a guy being in scoring position to now a ground ball will score him, a fly ball will score him. Small defensive miscues, always enemies to our pitchers. The count's 1-1 on Jerstein. Runner on third base. Hernandez in the windup. Breaking ball down. 2-1 on the batter. We've got the corners looking to make a play at home plate if the runner goes. Our middle infield is back. Jerstein at the plate right now trying to do a job and get the Butchers on the board. Ball is grounded foul, and it's 2-2 on Jerstein. There's a situation where you really want to strike out. Avoid any chance that this run gets in. Look for Hernandez to make his best pitch right now. And strike 3. Exactly what you're looking for in that situation. 2 outs. And that does a lot to get some pressure off of Hernandez. Plays to 1 now for the infield, 2 outs. And at the plate is the shortstop, Daniel Johnson. Ball low and outside. Runner on third, not taking a very aggressive lead. The play's not at home, so he'll play it safe. Ball down, 2-0. Johnson, one of the more dangerous hitters in Sweden, in a hitter's count now. You got to be careful to miss a barrel here. Breaking ball down. I got to tell you, in this situation right here, 3-0, I'm not giving him anything to hit. The Butchers, of course, with a potent lineup, but you don't want to have these guys in hitters' counts, and that pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. 3-1 on Johnson. He just had a chance to see a pitch right down the middle. He'll be looking for the same thing. Hitters count. The pitch from Hernandez is lined to shortstop, and it's through. Exactly what you don't want there. And the first run is on the board. Oh, I hate seeing the future. But with 2 outs, there's a run on the board, 1-0 Butchers. That ball might want to get switched out here. Oh, big 2-out hitting. Again, the story of yesterday's game, timely hitting, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Johnson with the RBI single over the head of Castillo. And that brings Sam Borges to the plate, the third baseman. Sam Borges, a left-handed hitter. The first pitch is way out of the zone for a ball. 1-0 on Borges. Hernandez looks over to first, and the pitch is grounded softly to Hernandez. He'll take it himself, throw over to first for out number 3. And after half an inning, it's the Butchers 1. With Sundbyberg coming to the plate looking to win the inning. And we're back, bottom half of the first inning. Rättvik Butchers getting on the board in the first with an RBI single by the shortstop Daniel Johnson. On the mound for the Butchers is Evan Opperman, and leading off is the catcher Lucas Gilnor. The first pitch is down the middle for a strike. Racy Carson yesterday working ahead on all the batters. We'll see if Opperman can do the same. It's a hard hit ball to second base, but Benjamin Donson is there for the easy play. He lobs it over the first for the first out of the inning for the Butchers. Mark that 4-3. Very reminiscent of yesterday. Quick outs. You'd like to see Sundbyberg make the pitchers throw more today. Carson yesterday had an incredibly efficient game. I think he threw under 70 pitches in 6 innings, which is remarkable. Over 70% strikes, lots of quick outs. Sundbyberg got the bat on the ball, just couldn't get him through. Now 1 out on the bottom of the first, and it's Castillo hitting a soft ground ball right to Ben Johnson as well. Another quick out. 2 outs for the Heat. Again, first pitch swinging. And Opperman being able to get 2 batters on 3 pitches. Very efficient. Coming to the plate now is the center fielder, Linus Hulnult. We're still working on vocabulary here, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to say these Swedish words, but I can't even speak English. That first pitch is down the middle for a strike. 0-2 on the batter. Linus taking a few looks. The pitch is hit to Johnson again. Deja vu again and again, and it's 3 outs for the Heat on I think what was 6 pitches. Let's see what we can do in the second inning. And we're back, top of the second. The Butchers winning the first inning, scoring a run. Heat going scoreless. Hernandez back in the bump. And at the plate for the Butchers is the designated hitter, Austin Davies. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Breaking ball gets Davies to fan, and the second pitch is the ball inside. 1-1 on Davies. Ooh, the bender is a called strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Hernandez to get ahead. 1-2 on the batter. Looking to retire the first runner of the inning. Ball low and outside. I like it. I like it. You just don't want to throw that ball over the plate. 2-2. Now we'll look for Hernandez to go right after him. After a hard pitch outside, I'm looking for the breaking ball down. And he swings and a miss. The ball is down. Lucas Gelnor will throw to first for the first out of the inning. Ooh. Oof. The ball dropped on the transfer there, had me sweating for a second, but the umpire, you're not going to believe it, made the correct call for the first out of the inning. Hernandez getting the lead batter here in the second with the strikeout in the dirt. One out, and coming to the plate now is the left fielder, Tommy Lindell. Tommy Lindell, no relation to Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy. Hernandez's pitch. Just outside, ball one. Oh. Breaking ball for a strike, and the count's 1-1. Checks his swing. They'll look down at first, and he say no, he didn't. 2 balls, 1 strike on Davies. Davies, a designated hitter. No, excuse me, Lindell, the left fielder. Two on Davies. Hernandez throws, and it's a breaking ball for a strike. 2-2. Hernandez doing a great job so far with a 1 mistake. The pitch over the plate on 3-1 to Johnson. He's attacking the zone. It's a soft ground by the shortstop. Castillo is there. He bobbles it, and Lindell will reach. Uncharacteristic error by the shortstop Castillo. Sloppy conditions will make that kind of thing happen. Errors, of course, being a pitcher's worst enemy. We'll see what happens now. Lindell reaches first base, and at the plate right now is the right fielder, Jan Michael Johnson. We're going to miss strike one. So 1 on Johnson. Lindell takes a lead at first. They'll throw over, and he's back in time.
Pick-off-försök därifrån Sundbybergs pitcher, får se.
Runner goes. Jonah will throw down, and throw is up and not in time. Lindell with the steal of second, putting him in scoring position. So 2 on a batter. Lindell at second base, Johnson at home plate. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Hernandez getting the big strikeouts when he need him, and let's see if he can shut down the threat here in the top of the second with the runner in scoring position. Coming to the plate right now is the first baseman, Kyle Huglund. Kyle. His name is Kyle. Kyle Huglund. Got it. Marabu, Schwitzernot. The 0-0 pitch to Hoglund. Breaking ball on the inside corner. Look good to me. Not so much to my best friend down there. It's 1-0 on Hoglund. This game, of course, brought to you by Giflad Kanel. Giflad Kanel, your choice for cinnamon rolls in Sweden. 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1 on Hoglund. Hoglund. You've got our interpreter in booth, Tommy. What would I do without him? The 1-1 pitch to Hoglund. It's a breaking ball in the inside corner. That plate's got corners. Hernandez checking, wanting to know where he missed. A polite way of saying, call that a strike, Blue. Trying to clarify where he missed. We got 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. 2-1 on Höglund. Swing and a miss for the second strike, and deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lindell on second base, Höglund on the plate. Inside move, keep him honest. And Hernandez will get back to the bump for the next pitch. Two on the batter. The pitch is swing and a miss, strike 3. Hernandez stops the threat. At the end of 1.5, it's Rättvik 1, Sundbyberg 0. We're back, bottom half of the first inning. Rättvik 1, Sundbyberg 0. First inning, Sundbyberg went 3 up, 3 down. Looking to change that here in the bottom half of the first. Coming to play right now is the pitcher, Jose Hernandez. Opperman's pitch is outside, ball 1. Love to see Sundbyberg getting into some hitters' counts today. Hernandez having a great season, hitting .486. And the 1-0 pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. Hernandez fouls it. And Sundbyberg is back in familiar territory from the last game. In not exactly the greatest hitters counts. 1-2 on Hernandez. Opperman working very efficiently. He'll waste that one. 2-2. Sundbyberg would love to get the lead runner on here in the second inning. The 2-2 pitches in the dirt. Hernandez working a nice at bat here. I expect Opperman to come right after him here with nobody on, and the pitch is up out of the zone. Hernandez will chase it for strike 3. 4 up for a down for Sundbyberg. Coming to play right now is the third baseman, Brandon Portillo. Brandon hitting .303 in the season. Looking to be the Heat's first base runner of the game. Pitch is outside, ball 1. The fly ball to center field. left fielder will get under it for out number 2. Just like that, 2 outs for the Heat. That'll bring Brian Estati to the plate. Brian playing first base today after DHing yesterday. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's wrong. Brian hitting .345 on the season with 3 home runs. Watching that first strike go by. And he'll chase the second one, 0-2. Opperman picking up where Carson left off yesterday. Just working ahead. The 0-2 pitch is fouled, and Estati will stay alive. 2 outs, 2 strikes in Estati. Of course, Brian's got the ability to tie the game with just 1 swing. Not an advantageous count right now. But let's see if Opperman can leave something over the plate. The 0-2 pitch is thrown in the dirt outside. Estati won't chase. 1-2 on Estati. And the pitch fouled. Pear wanting none of that over there. I see him. With old Pear lingering there, not bending down like he used to. Went on to with Estati. He's seeing quite a few pitches now. Let's see the 1-2 pitch is just off the plate. Good take. And it's 2-2 on Estati. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Estati hits a fly ball to center field. The left fielder is under it again for out number 3. After 2 innings, it is 1-0 Rättvik with the Heat going 6 up, 6 down. Hopefully things can change here in the 3rd inning with Jose Hernandez coming back out to the bump. All right, top of the 3rd, Rättvik leading 1-0, and it'll be Joel Johnson coming to the plate, the leadoff hitter batting for the 2nd time. He broke up the no-hitter on the first pitch of the game, stunning. I lost more money today. I keep betting on these no-hitters, and I don't think it's working out. Joining me in the booth for a little bit is a man that's no stranger to betting, my great friend Jeff Pruitt, former Heat star and manager. Jeff, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. It's good to be back.
Well, it's wonderful to have you here. You're looking better than ever. How does it feel being out here at Örvallen watching your former team play? Do you miss it at all?
Actually, not really, but
neither do I. Actually, everything hurts these days, but nothing more than my heart, which is broken and alone. Yeah, that's why I come to Sweden. I'm looking to get married out here. How's that going for you?
I'm working on it, man.
Yeah, I see that. You can't see us here in the booth, but Jeff's also accompanied by a very nice-looking lady over here.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. He's all alone. He's pathetic like me. It's 1-1 on the batter. Hernandez throws, and it's called strike 2. 1-2 on the leadoff hitter, Joel Johnson.
So how are you enjoying your time? You got here last week, early last week?
Yeah, I got here Wednesday from the United States. Trump got me, ICE. So I ran away. And
Yeah, it's tough.
I got here Wednesday, and I've been jet lagged ever since. And I got to be honest, it's been a blur. It's been a blur.
And you got to tell the audience why you're out here in the first place.
It's true. Well, right now we got to tell them about this 2-2 pitch. It's grounded softly. It's going to be a tough play for Castillo. He'll barehand it, throw it across for an outstanding play, 6-3. Great play by Castillo. Estati quickly takes it and throws it into the outfield. But thank goodness that doesn't count here in baseball, and it's 1 out. And unlike the first inning, we get the lead hitter out, 1 out here in the top of the third.
Anthony's one of the more athletic players on the field, so he's still showing it.
Absolutely. Castillo's an outstanding baseball player. He's an okay guy, but an outstanding baseball player. And he does make the first out here for the Heat. The Heat trailing 1 here and looking to shut down this Johnson family reunion. It's Ben Johnson, the second hitter, playing second base. He flied out in his first at-bat.
He's got a different batting stance this year, I see.
This guy bats like a weirdo, and he still hits. I don't understand. But it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And he gets his hands through the zone. He's a great hitter. He's a good guy.
But I see that he moves his feet while the pitch is coming.
Yeah, he is a little unorthodox, but, man, does he throw pitchers fits, and he's got himself in a hitter's count right here. He'll pop it up to right field. It might be trouble. Right fielder calls it, and he's under it for out number 2. Little known fact about Jeff Pruitt. It's thanks to Jeff Pruitt that I came to Sweden in the first place a few years ago. Jeff bringing me out here to play with the Heat. It's an outstanding time. I've known Jeff for a long time, ever since I met him in a park one day. I wasn't living there or anything. I met him in a park. We were playing American football. I know you guys love that out here.
Yeah,
Jeff being a supreme athlete.
I didn't even have any friends in LA at the time. It was a
no, you know what's you didn't have any friends at that time? I still don't have any friends. So don't feel bad. It's 1-0 on the hitter, Jerstein.
You got me,
Jerstein
Alex.
hitting a ground ball to the left side, and it's foul. Jerstein is 0 for 1. The Heat here with 2 outs in the top of the third. Hernandez working efficiently again. The only mistake being the 1 pitch to Johnson on a 3-1 count that he was able to hit over the shortstop's head for the first run of the game. A 1-1 pitch.
I wish we still had footage of your outburst on the field a couple years ago. That was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know, I'm lucky that cell phones weren't really around when I was a young guy, because I've had many meltdowns in my life. But yeah, one pretty famous here. A couple of years here at Örvallen. I kind of blacked out, but I remember screaming "why" a lot, or "how." Was it how?
How?
Yeah, that was it. Oh, it's a line drive to left field, but we got a guy there, and it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Butchers. Hernandez working very efficiently, and we're looking to go to the bottom half of the third for the Heat to take a lead here at Örvallen in Game 2 of the SM Finals. We'll be right back. And we're back. Bottom of the third. Rättvik Butchers leading 1-0. At the plate is the left fielder, Bryzel Fleming. The first pitch is up. Ball 1. The Heat looking to get their first runner of the game on base. Opperman's been working efficiently, but he'll fall behind on Fleming, 2-0. Nice to see the Heat working some hitters counts here. The 2-0 pitch is a called strike. Jeff, you could probably attest to the benefit of hitting in hitters counts.
Yeah, I mean,
the ball's hits off to the right side. Fleming's gonna not get there in time. The first baseman will cover for out number 1.
Yeah, you want to stay in that position because you can control the game, you control your at bat. You're at the pitcher's will when you get 0-2 or 1-2, and they can throw the stuff you don't want to swing at.
Absolutely, that's a time where they start playing around and trying to get you to chase. Fleming getting himself into a decent count there, but the result is still the same. Opperman gets him to swing on the sweeper outside for a soft ground ball to the right side, and we've got 1 out. Pavel Markvadston at the plate now, the right fielder. And the first pitch is a called strike.
Must be a new guy. I've never.
Yeah, I just met him myself. He's a big boy. I understand that he pitches pretty well too. It's a line drive to the shortstop, and it's over his head. And our first runner is on base, Mike Vudson, with the line drive over the shortstop. And the Heat's got their first base runner. Love to see that. Hopefully we can make it a habit now with the 9-hitter coming to the plate, the second baseman, Fernando Ceguera.
Yeah, with the Butchers, you really just need to put pressure on them on base, and it changes their whole mentality. But if you
absolutely
don't put anybody on the bases and just let them play clean baseball, it's hard to beat.
I couldn't possibly agree more. The Butchers yesterday using that kind of momentum, and they were basically an autopilot, getting a little lead and being able to just attack hitters all day when the balls aren't going through. Give the pitcher a lot of confidence that he's going to have a lot of success regardless of whether or not they hit the ball. The runner goes, and he is smoked.
That was either delayed
no slide. What is
run.
Going on? Again, this is looking a lot like yesterday's game where we had a base runner in the third inning again get thrown out, and not even close.
That looked like a delayed still or a miss hit and run, but somebody was not on the same page.
I missed the action at first. There's a giant column in front of me. The ball is hit softly to the left side in the air, and the left fielder would catch it for out number 3. And just like that, the Butchers retire all 9 in order, with Madvatskis breaking up the no-hitter, but ultimately getting thrown out at second. At the end of 3, it's the Butchers 1, Heat 0. We'll be right back. And we're back. Top of the 4th, Butchers 1, Heat 0. And at the plate is Daniel Johnson, who drove in the first run of the game. Jeff, you've played a number of times against the Butchers and the Johnson family. Any thoughts on Daniel Johnson, the shortstop?
Very smooth.
Yeah.
I think he's the oldest of the brothers. He's fundamentally sound, and probably the heartbeat of their team. How he rolls, the team rolls.
I agree. Johnson, he's a great player. He's a leader. Good guy in my experiences. I'm a fan of the Johnson family, regardless of the jokes. I tried to get them to adopt me. They said no.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Johnson. Let's see if we can get him to chase something out of the zone.
Yeah, I played with them in the national team. I didn't really know them as people until I got to know them for
So we're going to miss strike 3.
a few weeks we were on the team, and they're amazing. They were just class acts.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. They're great guys. Jeff Poot, of course, a former member of the Swedish national team. Jeff, of course, is a natural-born U.S. citizen and ultimately moved to Sweden. Became a citizen here of this fine country. And as will I, as soon as I find a wife. So ground ball to the right side. He gets through for a base hit.
Well, luckily for you,
Sam Borges is on
most
first.
single women per capita in Europe, so you have ample opportunity.
Well, I'm going to see if we can make that happen. I'm sure that all those single women are listening to this broadcast right now. So I'm helping my chances for sure.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen me here in the booth. Can we get a shot of me here in the booth? Get a shot of me here in the booth. Yeah. Okay, let's get it off there before we scare the people away. We want them to watch baseball. Sam Borges on first base after the base hit, and at the plate now is the designated hitter, Austin Davies.
So today, I was we were taking a stroll in the park, and we noticed a piece of paper with a letter trying to court young women in the park.
What?
We had a QR code that had a questionnaire about if you would, basically a questionnaire for dating purposes,
right,
of how you would match with that individual. And he set up a URL and everything, email to meet.
Well, the funny thing about that is if you actually do go to that URL, you'll find me, Alex Ansoliaga. That's my URL, alexansoliaga.com as well. 1 ball, 1 strike on Davies. Davies is 0 for 1 on the day with Borges at first base.
Oh, almost.
Ooh, closer at first than he probably wanted it to be. It didn't look like Borges was stealing, but Hernandez caught him leaning, almost got him there. Quick move to first. Hernandez, of course, the regular catcher for the Heat. Good athlete. The ball's fouled hard to the left side, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Davies.
Davies an American?
Austin Davies, maybe. He's not a Johnson.
No. But you know what? They are Swedish and American.
They're Swedish. They're American too.
Yeah.
They're
from Alabama.
Alabama. One of my favorite athletes of all time is from Greenbow, Alabama. Forrest Gump. He was an All-American, outstanding ping pong player.
Yeah,
real United States legend, Forrest Gump.
And an amazing fishing
boat captain.
Yep.
Davies staying alive here, falling off the low pitch. It's 2-2 on Davies with the runner on first base. So Jeff, life post baseball, what's next for you?
Well, settling down and having a European life.
Yes.
I got a couple.
The runner goes and it's fouled.
A couple things on the horizon, but yeah, just trying to have a nice life, basically.
Yeah, Jeff is an entrepreneurial man who does lots of things in tech. He's not just a pretty face,
thanks,
but also a decent mind. And I mean that, Jeff. I mean that.
Sincerely. And I know. I
love Jeff. I'm trying to get Jeff to stay with us here in the booth for longer, but I don't think he wants to hang out with me. I'm good in small doses. If you stay for all 9 innings, and God bless you.
But enough about me. You have to tell the audience why you're here in the first place.
Oh, it's true. I'm actually in Sweden for the next few weeks filming a movie.
And what's that movie about?
It's called Little Giant, and it's a mockumentary about a guy that thinks he has both gigantism and dwarfism at the same time. Call it! Sorry. I ruined my movie pitch by seeing a ball right down the middle, not called a strike. Lord have mercy, and it's full count.
And you got to tell the audience where you're going to be in a couple of weeks, actually.
Yeah, well, the filming will culminate at a wrestling event here in Stockholm with Stockholm Wrestling, where we're going to have kind of shoot some live scenes during a live event, and I'm just praying that my actor doesn't die. He's tiny, and he's going to get in the ring with some giant Viking, and I know how you guys get out here. Skål! And then you got a dead actor. I got a lawsuit on my hands.
And he's never done it before.
No, he's never done it before, but I tell you what, if things go really bad, I'm running, and you'll never see me again.
Hope he's not listening.
I'm no stranger. I've gotten older, but I still run like the wind blows, just like Forrest. And it's a full count on Davies. Swing and a miss, strike three. The runner goes, and we got him two for one. Fire me up in the top of the fourth, and let's see if he can ride this wave into the bottom of the inning and take the lead. You'll mark it a K and a 2-4 for the third out of the inning. After 4.5, it's Rättvik 1 and the Heat 0. Bottom of the fourth here at Örvallen. The Heat chasing one run. 9 hitters up. Not quite retired in order. Mark Vodquist, of course, breaking up the no-hitter, but soon after thrown out at second. And leading off the fourth is the leadoff hitter, Lucas Jeltnor, who's catching today. Jeff Pruitt wanted to get out of here last inning, but the quick outs made me keep him here. So first pitch is hit to first baseman, hits him in the nuts. And he hurries over to first to get the out in time. Cup check over at first. And it's 1 out. First pitch.
If you're in the infield, you need to wear a cup. It is mandatory.
I wear a cup all the time just in case.
Really?
Better safe than sorry. At the plate now is the shortstop Anthony Castillo. Castillo making a great play this last inning. Oh. Castillo's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Looking to get something going here for the Heat. He'll square, but it's a strike right down the middle. I don't mind that. Looks like he was taken all the way. Get him thinking.
I actually never liked that.
The fake bunt?
Yeah.
Well, it depends if you actually do bunt sometimes. If that's part of your game, it's good to show it sometimes. Very slick play by the shortstop Johnson, ranging to his right to throw over across the infield for the second out against the speedy Castillo. Gets him with plenty of time. 2 quick outs again. The story of the last 2 games, quick outs by the Heat and Butcher's pitcher just attacking the zone. They've got no fear right now that the Heat's going to get these balls through, Jeff. What can the Heat do here to turn it around?
Well, it starts by getting a guy on first base. And putting the pitcher in the stretch. And then you got to get your big hitters up.
Absolutely.
And try to put some balls in the gaps. That's probably the recipe for success now.
It's true. Opperman is just working very efficiently, going right after the Heat hitters. And it's true. He's thrown from the stretch one time, and the catcher Durstein threw out Wadquist by a mile. It could have been a delayed steal or a hit and run, not sure, but ball out of the zone, called a strike there. Offerman with 2 outs. And it's a soft hit ball back to the pitcher, and that's not going to be a threat at all.
It has been a pleasure to be on the mic with you, Alex. And
it's been wonderful having you, Jeff. Let's see, look at Abu Jeff. We love you here in Sundbyberg. Thank you so much for joining us. Any parting words for the Heat?
Just keep at it. Try to get this one and take at least one.
Got to take one today.
And yeah, you got to take one. And good luck in Rättvik.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time, buddy. We love you here in Sundbyberg. All the best to you, bud. Take care.
Och slår för Rättvik. Rätt vinner Tommy och Lindell. Foul. Strike it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I had to step out for a minute. I want to thank Jeff Pruitt once again for stopping by and see us. The count's 1-2 on the batter, Tommy Lindell, and it's strike 3. Hernandez really doing an incredible job here to keep the Heat in it. He's been attacking the zone all day, getting ahead on hitters. Minus the 1 hit by Johnson, a practically flawless performance. The plate now is Michael Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. The first pitch is a called ball. Hit hard to center field, and it will drop for a base hit. I wonder if he could have gotten a better jump on that to take it out of the air, but choosing to play it safe was Shulan. I don't know. What the letters are and the way it sounds is very different for me. S-H. Shulan. Oh, I got it now. Ine Shulan in center field. That ball drops, and there's a runner on first with 1 out with Kyle Huglund at the plate. Kalle Huglund. 0 for 1 with the strikeout, and he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. Kalle playing first base today. The Heat looking to double up on this one. Modest lead at first. And the breaking ball. Surprised he didn't try to lean into that one, but it falls for a ball. 1-1 count, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Throw over the first, not in time. ball down. 2-1 count on Höglund. Then Michael Johnson at first base with one out here in the top of the 5th. Heat looking to get back in the dugout and get some runs. Breaking ball down and a fine block by Jelenoid to keep the runner at first base. Hernandez finds himself with a 3-1 count on a batter for the first time, I believe, since the first inning when he allowed the RBI base hit to Johnson. For the most part, he's been working ahead. The runner takes a bigger lead at first. The pitch is down the middle for strike 2. Full count on the 9-hitter, Höglund. Runner on first base. Heat looking to get 2 for 1 here. The pitch is popped in the air to the right side. The first baseman, Estati, is under it, and he will catch it for out number 2. Great job by Hernandez to come back after a 3-1 count to get the out. And now with 2 outs comes the leadoff hitter, Joel Johnson. Joel Johnson playing center field today. Joel is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. The breaking ball is in there for a strike to get ahead. 0-1 on Johnson with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Johnson at the plate. There's a Johnson at first base. The 0-1 pitch is down for a ball. They're a late start here, Örvallen, because of the weather. We've been moving very fast here. Top of the 5th with 2 outs. He'll throw over to first. And not a very aggressive lead, and he's back with plenty of time. Ooh, beautiful pitch called a ball. The breaking ball. Not the first time that breaking ball's kind of got him on the inside corner where the umpire doesn't seem to be seeing it. Looked good to me. And that's the difference between what could be an advantageous spot for the hitter or one for the pitcher. That does change games. And, of course, the next pitch gets through. The game gets very different. It's the little things, ladies and gentlemen. In baseball, it's the little things. Your approach on 2-1 is very different than 1-2. And given that opportunity, he gets a base hit to the left side. And once again, the Butchers are threatening here in the top of the 5th with 2 outs with runners on first and second base. And coming to the plate now is perhaps the player of the game yesterday, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson playing second base is 0 for 2 today, though. Flying out twice. Runners on first and second, so the Heat has a forced play at any base, looking to just knock it down and step on a pillow. The pitch is down and away for a ball. One 0 on Johnson. His brother's in scoring position on second base. And the 1-0 pitch from Hernandez is down. Gillenor keeping it in front of him and keeping the runners from advancing. 2-0 on Ben Johnson. Got himself in a nice count here. Hitter's count. He'll be looking for the pitch right down the middle. 2-0 pitches up, and it's 3-0 on Johnson, looking to fill the bases here. Hernandez again for a rare time in this game, falling behind on batters, and it's 3-0 on Johnson. And he'll take the walk. 4 straight, and now the Butchers went from having nobody on to having bases loaded here with 2 outs. And that'll bring the catcher to the plate, Oscar Jerstein. Jerstein is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout, hitting .317 on the season. And he's looking to add to the Butchers' lead here. The Heat hoping to stop this threat with no damage with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, trailing by 1 run. Hernandez walking the last Johnson on 4 pitches. And the ball's hit hard, but it's foul. Thank goodness, because that might have cleared him. And the result, just a strike. Hernandez gets ahead, and it's 0-1 on the catcher, Jerstein.
Strike, foul.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Hernandez been competing all day, looking to get the 3rd out of the inning. And it's hit to 3rd, and it will be fielded. He'll step on 3rd for the 3rd out of the inning. Great job by Hernandez and the 3rd baseman Portillo to stop the threat. And after 5.5, it's Rättvik 1, Heat 0. Bottom of the 5th here at Örvallen. Story of the game, Evan Opperman has thrown 37 pitches through 4 complete innings. And it's hard to believe he's been even more efficient than Carson was yesterday. But he'll fall behind on Hernandez. The pitch count is low. 2-0, the cleanup hitter Hernandez got a 2-0 count, and the pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. Hernandez making him throw some pitches. And it's 3-1. Heat looking to get the leadoff hitter on here in the bottom of the 5th. And despite what's been a very dominant performance by Opperman, the Heat is still right in this game, just trailing by 1. And the ball's hit hard to right field. And there's a guy there for the 1st out of the inning. Opperman hasn't exactly been overpowering. The Heat has been getting the bat on the ball, but a lot of defense for Rättvik, just like game 1. been almost a carbon copy of Game 1 here at Örvallen, the SM Finals. But still anybody's game. The Heat just needs to kind of get a break here to see if they can get things going. At the plate now is the third baseman, Brandon Portillo, and he'll swing at the first pitch. Opperman still keeping that pitch count low, and it's armless fly ball to the left field for out number 2. The Heat, thus far in this game, has gone down in order. Mark Vodquist breaking up the no-hitter, only to be thrown out at second base, and it's a near-perfect game. Coming to the plate now is Brian Estati. He's 0 for 1 with the flyout. And it's a strike on the outside part of the plate to the number 6 hitter. Estati has the ability to tie this game with one swing, and let's see. The Heat just needs a boost right here. See if the baseball gods shine on us. But instead it's strike 2 on the outside corner. Oh, and 2 on Estati. And he'll hit it hard at the middle. Johnson can't knock it down, and it's through. And the Heat's got a base runner. The Heat's second hit of the game. Oh, they throw back to first. And Estati, the very fleet of foot, gets there with no trouble at all. But with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, the Heat's got a base runner. And they will ensure that we're not down in order for the first time in this game. Unless Estati gets crazy and tries to steal a base. At the plate now is the left fielder, Bryzel Fleming. Fleming's 0 for 1 with the ground out, and it's a ball out off the plate. Opperman working very quickly. And the second pitch is low. 2-0 on Bryzel. I'd like to see the Heat do something and disrupt this pitcher's momentum. Step out of the box, call time. This guy's just working at his pace and keeps coming back. However, having him in the stretch might be different. And just like that, it's 3-0 on Fleming. Opperman throwing from the stretch for only the second time in the game. And the first time it was extinguished pretty quickly with Jerstein throwing out Matt Vodquist at second base. And it's 4 straight balls. Good things happen when you put people on base, and just like that, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, the Heat's got 2 men on base, and for the first time in this game, somebody in scoring position. Coming to the plate right now is the right fielder, Paul Vodquist, who, of course, broke up the no-hitter with the line drive over the shortstop's head. Vodquist, who is a very dangerous hitter, hitting .444 on the season. Looking to get the Heat on the board right now. Opperman's in the stretch with 2 men on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Estati's not the fastest guy at second, so Mark Vodquist might have to find it down, and he goes down the line! It's going to be extra bases for Mark Vodquist, and Estati is going to score easily. Coming around third is Portillo, and he will score as well. Portillo will score easily, and Mark Vodquist gets the lead for the Heat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-1 Heat. Huge hit for Mark Vodquist, now 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. And the Heat takes the lead, exactly what they needed here in the bottom of the 5th. Getting the pitcher Opperman in the stretch for the first time, and damage is done. The Heat's got a little life. And it's a whole new ball game out here in Örvallen, folks. The Heat taking the lead in Game 2 of the SM Finals, and sometimes that's all you need is a little bit of help from your friends, and you gotta believe. The Heat winning the 5th inning here at Örvallen and looking to add with a runner in scoring position. At the plate is the second baseman Fernando Sequeira, who can bring in another one here with the Heat with a base hit. Matt Vodquist, a good runner at second base. He'll square and let it go for strike 1. Sequeira seeing if he could get the third baseman sleeping out there, but he is deep. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled softly to the right side. 0-2 on Sequeira. It's 0-2 on Sequeira, looking to add to the Heat lead here in the 5th. And the pitch, fouled off, he stays alive. The Heat finally showing some life here in the bottom of the 5th inning in Game 2 of the SM Finals, taking the lead for the first time this series and getting on the board for the first time this series on the double by Rodquist. The ball's hit to straight center field. Easy fly ball for the center fielder Johnson, and he'll make the out. Number 3, but not before the Heat scores 2 to take the lead here in Örvallen. And after 5 complete innings, your Sundbyberg Heat is leading 2-1. Top of the 6th here at Örvallen with the Heat leading 2-1. And at the plate is the shortstop, Daniel Johnson. Hernandez still on the mound, doing a great job thus far, getting ahead of Butcher hitters and extinguishing a threat last inning with the bases loaded. They're going to get the lead guy here in the top of the 6th. And the first pitch is a called strike. Hernandez working ahead most of the day. He gets the first pitch called strike on Johnson. The ball's hit hard up the middle for a base hit, and the lead runner is on base. Johnson now 2 for 3 on the day. Of course, had the RBI single in the first, and now a lead runner in the 6th. We'll see if the Butchers try to do something to move him over. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little action with the left-handed hitter at the plate and a pretty fast runner at first. Dan Borges, the third baseman, is 1 for 2 on the day with the single, hitting .323 on the year. Hernandez looks over to first, and the pitch. Crucial getting lead runners on, and the Butchers have done it here in the top of the 6th, looking to tie the game. Hernandez's 0-1-0 pitch is a ball. 2-0 on Borges with the man on first. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Borges getting himself into a hitter's count. One of those opportunities for a run and hit type of situation. Run and hit, of course, a little different than the hit and run. It means you steal and swing if it's a strike. Got to expect a strike coming here with the 2-0 count. Hernandez looking to hit the zone, and indeed it is. Ooh, and that one's way outside. 3-1 on the hitter Borges, and Hernandez is going to have to come right after him here. Dangerous situation here for the Heat in the top of the 6th with a potent runner at first base and a potent hitter at the plate. Heat looking for an out right here. 3-1 pitch. Here's a strike.
Bollar, 2 strikes.
Little bit of a delayed call there by the umpire, but all's well that ends well. That's what I always say. Full count on Borges. Gotta expect Hernandez to come right back with it. Can't afford to give a base away here, and the pitch is hit to center field. Sjölund is there for out number 2, making me sweat a little bit. Those hard hit line drives to the outfielders are sometimes very hard to read, and at the end there, Sjölund was right under it for the first out of the inning, and a crucial one at that, with the runner on first base. And coming to the plate now is the designated hitter, Austin Davies. Davies is 0 for 2 on the day. Johnson at first base. Still haven't seen any action there. Doesn't seem to be taking a very aggressive lead. Either the ball gets by, he won't have to steal. Illinois not being able to knock that one down, and it is by for a pass ball. Very costly mistake there with the ball getting by, and now Johnson at second base in scoring position. Davies looking to drive in the tying run with 1 out in the top of the 6th. One and 0 on Davies. Gilmer does indeed block that one, and it's 2-0. Hernandez starting to fall behind on batters a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and find his rhythm again. And he'll swap out the ball because it's a little wet. Not the greatest conditions today at Örvallen after a 1.5 hour rain delay. Difficult situation here. The 2-0 pitch. Ooh. Wow. And it's called a ball. Was it called a strike? Was it a ball or a strike? Ball. Okay. 3 balls, no strikes on Davies. And they'll put him on. The 3-0 count, I don't mind it so much. With an open base here, that doesn't bother me so much. Hopefully Hernandez can find his rhythm and get ahead on the next hitter, Tommy Lindell. Tommy Lindell is 0 for 2 so far in the afternoon. He struck out and reached on the error by Castillo. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Castillo with a runner in scoring position as well as a runner on first base, looking to stop the Butcher threat here in the top of the 6th. The inside move, and Johnson won't fall for it. Wow. Called ball 1. Maybe just a little up in the zone. Castillo's attacking it, but just missing right now. I don't know, the Heat looking to get 2 for 1 here. And the 1-0 pitches down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 on Davies with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Runners on first and second. Sundbyberg leading 2-1. The Butchers are threatening. The number 7 hitter at the plate. The ball is hit softly to right field, and there's a guy there. He's gonna, he won't try it. Outstanding throw to third. Good thing he didn't go. Great job by Hernandez to attack and get the easy fly ball to right. Matvatquist making easy work of it and making sure that Johnson can advance to third. Now we've got 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And coming to the plate is the right fielder, Jan Michael Johnson. Johnson's 1 for 2 with a single. Ooh. They say he didn't go. Pitch looked pretty good, but it's called the ball. 1-0 on Johnson. Daniel Johnson at second base with a relatively modest lead. Second baseman's keeping him close, leaving a big hole on the right side. The 1-0 pitch. Who's popped straight behind us here for strike number 1. 1-1 count on Johnson with 2 outs and.
Ball and strike. Vi har 2 brända. Vi väntar på 1 och 2.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs with runners on first and second. Butchers with the runner in scoring position. He's looking to stop the threat and add to the lead here in the top of the 6th. The 1-1 pitch is fouled to the left side, and Hernandez working ahead. 1-2 count. Way ahead on the hitter here. Look for Hernandez to try to get Johnson to chase something. We need Jelnor to be a wall behind the plate right now with a runner on second base. One, 2 count on Johnson. He'll call time to think about it for a second. No. The inside move, throws to second, gets away from him. I was speechless for a second. Totally unnecessary. Guy is 2 feet away from the bag and we're just getting balls wet for no reason. Leave that guy alone and get the hitter. You're distracting the pitcher. Who's calling this? I bet it's my boy Anthony Castillo out there getting frisky. On the bright side, Johnson not able to advance as Chulun closes in on the air and throw. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Oh, and it's booted by Castillo. Almost gets to the second baseman in time, but he does not. Very costly second error of the game for Castillo, and what could have been the end of the inning is now making our pitcher Hernandez throw some extra, and of course giving the Butchers an opportunity to do something with Kalle Huglund coming to the plate, the 9-hitter. That one hurts no matter how you look at it. Gotta knock that down and make the out. Hernandez having to come back and throw extra pitches. We'll see if the Heat can stop the threat here. Pitchers, of course, statistically very vulnerable after errors. 2 outs. The pitch is a strike, called ball on the outside corner. 1-0 here in the top of the 6th with the bases loaded. Hernandez doing a great job, got what should have been the 3rd out. Now the Heat looking to stop the threat here. The 1-0 pitch is called ball, 2-0. Nowhere to put him here. We've got to expect Hernandez to go right after him. Huglund, the 9-hitter, is hitting .255 on the year. And in this situation, the most we can hope for is to go right after him and get a ground ball or a fly ball somewhere to end the inning. Huglund in a hitter's count. Hernandez delivers and is fouled straight back for strike 1.
Två bollar, en strike. Två gamla och Rättvik har laddade basen.
2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Butchers with the bases loaded for the second time in the game, threatening. Ooh, and that one's right down the middle for strike 2.
Strike 2. Två bollar, 2 strikes. Två gamla.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Deuces are wild. The Butchers with the bases loaded, and Hernandez very gutsy right now, trying to keep the heat in it. And he's battling after falling back 2-0 on the 9-hitter Höglund. He's got it even, 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. He's fouled. Höglund stays alive. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th, and the Hernandez pitch. Fouled. A lot of extra pitches here for Hernandez. Two and two on the batter, Höglund. Ooh, and he'll foul it back again. Höglund having a great at-bat here. Seeing if Hernandez can win the battle. But Höglund's not going down easy. The Butchers here looking to capitalize on bases loaded and the Heat trying to stop the threat. Hernandez keeps battling all day in the 2-2 pitch. Pop straight behind us again. This next pitch will be the 110th of the day for Hernandez, who is giving an incredibly gutsy performance, doing everything he can to keep the Heat in the game here. Trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead in the top of the 6th with the 9-hitter Höglund at the plate. And he'll foul another one. I'm not sure I've been counting. That might have been the 30th foul of that at-bat. Hitting all the fouls. Oh, correction. I don't think it was 30. It might have been 5 or 6. Not 30. Hernandez just keeps attacking, and it's been 2-2 for a minute. Höglund giving everything he can in this at-bat. The 9-hitter who's 0 for 2 in the day and trying to even the game up or perhaps even take the lead for the Butchers with bases loaded. Oh! Blue. Oh, where was that? Where was that? Wow. Hernandez can't believe it, and he'll take a minute to think about it. Folks, this is nail-biting time. Full count with 2 outs. Look for the runners to get moving on the pitch. It's going to give the Butchers an opportunity to score if he hits it somewhere. The pitch, and he'll call it ball 4. A ball right down the middle, and the called ball 4. And Hernandez will walk in the tying run. 2 very close pitches back-to-back, and Höglund gets the calls, and he'll find himself on base with an RBI walk. And that ties the game. Again, the costly error by Castillo at short could have ended the inning. And the Butchers get a gift, a walk home after Hernandez throws 2 very competitive pitches that not only hard to lay off of, but in my opinion, could have very well been called a strike. Instead, the umpire rewards the hitter for taking pitches, and I am completely astonished that the Heat couldn't get one of those calls, and it ties the game. They'll have a chat with Hernandez, who's given an incredibly gutsy performance. But after walking the 9-hitter, it brings the number 1 hitter to the plate, Joel Johnson, who plays center field. Johnson is 2 for 3 on the day, a very dangerous hitter with bases loaded. The Butchers have now tied the game in the top of the 6th and looking to take the lead after 2 very close pitches called balls. Hoagland with an incredible at-bat, fouling off tons of pitches. Hernandez having to throw a lot of extra pitches, and you can see him starting to lose a little bit of energy out there, and this is a time when the Heat can be very, very vulnerable. Hernandez is up over 112 pitches. Bases loaded, and the leadoff hitter up. He's still very poised up there, and he's fighting hard, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a very, very dangerous situation for the Heat in the top of the 6th. The game's been tied after a walk by Hoagland. And with Johnson at the plate, the Butchers are looking to take the lead. Strike on the outside corner, which looks like it was in the same exact place as that full count pitch to Hoagland. One and one, the bases are loaded. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. It's popped straight up. And nobody wants it. The first, oh! And Estati will catch it, but not before making my hands sweat. What could have been a no-run inning ends with the Butcher scoring 1. Could have been a lot worse. After 6.5, it's Rättvik 2, Sundbyberg 2. And we'll be right back. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. Sundbyberg 2, Rättvik 2. The Heat having every opportunity to shut him down last inning, but the Butchers being able to scratch a run across on the walk by Hoagland. At the plate right now is the leadoff hitter, catcher Lucas Jelnor. Jelnor is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And now pitching for the Butchers is who was the second baseman, Benjamin Johnson. Johnson, of course, coming in relief yesterday as well, doing a great job to end the game. And what was essentially not very competitive, came in with a 5-run lead after Carson had a great start, throwing 6 scoreless innings, and was able to just attack the Heat hitters. That one's down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jelnor. Looking to get the lead runner on here and hopefully score a leading run for Sundbyberg. Hits to right. That's a base hit. He's going to do it. Might be extra bases. He's making a turn and going to second. He's going to have to dig the right fielder throw, and he'll have a slide into second. Jelnor starting off the bottom of the 6th with a double. Literally best case scenario, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you hope for. The Heat getting a runner in scoring position here in the top of the, in the bottom of the 6th. They're giving up a tying run to the Butchers in the top of the 6th. Jelnor leading off the bottom of the 6th with a double. And coming to the plate now is Anthony Castillo. Nice start to the 6th inning here for the Heat. And with Castillo at the plate and a runner at second, we'll have to see if he's going to do something to move the runner over or just try to score him. Pitch. Called strike 1. Slider right down the middle, and Castillo will take it. 0-1 on Castillo. No outs, runner on second base. One pitch. Castillo fouls it. 0-2 on Castillo. No balls, 2 strikes on Castillo. The runner on second base, gotta hope he can at least move the runner over. Johnson will come out to talk to Johnson as Johnson watches and Johnson watches. Wonder if they're thinking about some action at second base. Shortstop coming out to talk to the pitcher. And Johnson will get right back on the bump with an 0-2 count on Castillo. Runner on second base with no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Would love to see Castillo get a little base hit somewhere right now. Catcher sets up outside. And indeed is off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes of Castillo. Jelnor with the lead at second base. And that ball's way out of the zone. 2-2. Castillo works the count even. No stranger to Ben Johnson. We'll see. 2 balls, 2 strikes of Castillo and a runner on second base. The Johnson pitch is outside. And after starting the count 0-2, Castillo has worked it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Castillo. Looking to deliver for the Heat here with the runner in scoring position. Full count pitch is a swing and a miss. Johnson, after getting the count 0-2 and then later full, retires Castillo with the strikeout, the first out of the inning. Jelnor will not advance. And that'll bring the center fielder to the plate, Linus Hjulund. Hjulund is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts, looking to end the Heat its lead again for the second time in this ball game. And that pitch is up, ball 1. One 0 pitch. We're gonna miss. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner in scoring position. Yelnor starting off the inning with a leadoff double to right. And that pitch is fouled back for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The Heat perhaps just 1 base hit away from taking the lead again in this baseball game. The center fielder Shulun at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's down. Gerstein will keep it in front of him enough to keep Yelnor at second. Now the count's even at 2-2. Two pitch. Line to center field. It's going to drop. Yelnor had to freeze. Will he come home? He's coming. And the throw is... Oh, wow. Looks like he missed the tag. The throw might have been there in time. He's called out at home plate. We'll see if we can get a check. That situation, you got to think, you got to... Yelnor having to hold up just a little bit with the ball being in the air is sent home. Ball gets there plenty in time. It looked like the tag may have been missed, but whenever the ball gets there first, you're going to have a hard time getting that call. And boy, that hurts to get thrown out at home plate right there. Ouch. Big base hit by Shulun. Is for naught after Yelnor gets thrown out at home plate. And with 2 outs, the Heat still has a runner in scoring position with the pitcher, Jose Hernandez, at the plate, and they will decide to walk him. Hernandez, a dangerous hitter, hitting way into the 400, will be put on. And they'll choose to face Portillo instead, the third baseman. Portillo's 0 for 2 today. And that hurts. Having 2 runners this weekend thrown out at home plate. And the first pitch to Portillo was a ball high. 1-0 on Portillo. 2 outs in bottom of the 6th. And Shulun at second base. The Heat's looking to take the lead and can still do so on a base hit. The runner will be going on contact, and the pitch called strike 1 on the outside corner. 1-1 on Portillo. We're going to miss strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes on Portillo with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner in scoring position for the Heat. Butcher's just finished throwing somebody out at home plate. The base hit to center field. In the center field, is it going to drop? No, the center fielder is there for the 3rd out. Thought it might have dropped for a second, but falls harmlessly into the hands of the center fielder, Joel Johnson, for the 3rd out. And after 6 complete innings, we have a tie game. Sundbyberg 2, Rättvik 2. right, and we're back. Top of the 7th, there's a new pitcher for the Sundbyberg Heat. It's former shortstop Anthony Castillo. Castillo also coming in relief yesterday, and he'll try to keep the Heat tied here in the top of the 7th, and that first pitch is a strike. Benjamin Johnson, who was playing second base, is now on the mound for the Butchers at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And that pitch hits off to the third baseman, and it gets right through him. Error by the new third baseman, Brian Estati. And just like that, the Butchers have the lead runner on, and a good runner at that, the second baseman Johnson, who looking to help his own cause. Johnson's on the mound now, and he'll look to score the leading run for the Butchers. Coming to the plate is the catcher, Oskar Jurstein. Jurstein's 0 for 3. And we'll see if he does something to move the runners over here. Hernandez, who was pitching, is now behind the plate. Very effective catcher. We'll see if Johnson tries it. Castillo throws over, and it's not in time. Ball outside. It's 1-0 on Jurstein. Johnson with a increasing lead at first, but he'll stay. And the pitch is hit hard to the shortstop. He'll throw across and double him up. Gets him just in time. The hard line drive to the new shortstop Portillo, who throws across for the double play. Outstanding. Getting a little help from his friends is Castillo with the line drive to short, the 6-3 double play. And just like that, it's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Nice for the Heat to get a little break here. 2 outs, and now at the plate is the shortstop, Daniel Johnson. And Castillo will work ahead. 0-1 on Johnson. Johnson's 2 for 3 on the day with the RBI single in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Ball 1. One and one on Johnson. And it's a swing, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And we'll see if Castillo can sit down Johnson and get the Heat back in the dugout to try to take the lead. Tie ball game here in the top of the 7th. Johnson will foul it off. The 1-2 pitch. The dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes on Johnson with 2 outs. Top of the 7th. And it's fouled out of play. Ball outside. 2 full count on the shortstop Johnson with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Castillo looking to get the Heat back in the dugout. Opportunity to take the lead in the bottom of the 7th. And it's foul. That'll play to the right side. Full count on Johnson. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, and the Castillo pitch. Hit to center field. Chulin calls it, and he's under it for out number 3. The 3rd out of the inning, caught by the center fielder Linus Schulzen, and after 7.5, it is Heat 2, Rättvik 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th here at Örvallen in a tie ball game. Daniel Johnson the mound, and at the plate is the new third baseman Brian Estati. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss, breaking ball, strike 1. One on Estati. He hits the ball up the middle. Johnson will field it and throw it across on the run for out number 1. Johnson retiring the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Bryzel Fleming. Fleming's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and did score a run. He'll swing and foul off the first pitch. Fleming walking on first pitch on 4 pitches his last at bat, and ultimately scoring what was the lead run, the bottom of the 5th. Oh, that's one of those where they missed down the middle on us. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. The left fielder Fleming at the plate. Going to get on for the Sundbyberg Heat. He will foul that ball out of play. Ball's hit soft to right. It might be trouble. Giving chase, and the first baseman makes a great play. Kalle Huglund catching the ball over his head. One of those balls it's hard to throw out there, but he's able to make the play, and saw a lot of white there at the end, but Huglund holds on for the 2nd out of the inning. Johnson working very efficiently, reminiscent of his performance yesterday, where he threw 2 scoreless innings. The Butchers being able to end the game yesterday in 8. Finishing the 8 with a 10-run lead. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, Paul McVanson is at the plate. Of course, McVanson with the 2 RBI double in the 5th. We're going to get something going here with 2 outs. That first pitch is a ball down. Ooh, and the 1-0 pitch is fouled back. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we might be seeing the sun for the first time today. Well, hopefully with the sun, here comes the heat. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, looking to take a lead. Ball's up the middle and fielded by Johnson, who will haul himself over to first and make the play himself. And just like that, it's 3 up, 3 down for the Heat. And after 7, we've got a tie ball game. Butchers 2, Heat 2. Sam Bodega is at the plate. The first pitch is down for ball 1. Top of the 8th inning with the sun making an appearance here right now. Looks like a baseball game. Tie ball game. The third baseman Borders at the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Castillo falls behind. Castillo, who pitched in relief yesterday and threw a pretty decent amount of pitches. We'll see how long he can go today. Falling behind on Borges. And the 2-0 pitches hit up the middle for a base hit. Would have liked to have seen the defense shading that way. Perhaps they have a scouting report that I don't. And for the second inning in a row, the Butchers have their lead runner on. Last inning, of course, the hard hit line drive to the shortstop was able to double off the runner at first. The Butchers get the first runner on here in the top of the 8th, and with Ole Jerstein is now at the plate. Jerstein coming into the game at second base after Ben Johnson came to pitch. And Castillo gets ahead of Ole Jerstein. Jerstein hitting .298 on the season. The Butchers getting the lead runner on here in the top of the 8th, and the Castillo pitch, swing and a miss, way ahead. Jerstein swinging at a pitch out of the zone. We'll see if Castillo can get in a chase here with 0-2. With Borges at first base. That ball's hit softly to the shortstop. He'll get the lead runner at second, throw to first, and it's thrown away. Jerstein, however, will not advance. Had a chance for a double play, but the Heat do get the lead runner at second base for the first out of the inning. No harm done on the throw at first. Looked like we had a chance for that double play. Might have rushed it just a little bit. Very nice play by Portillo to get the lead runner. And with one out on the top of the eighth, we bring the left fielder to play, Tommy Lindell. Tommy Lindell's 0 for 3 on the day. Did reach on an error. Erskine, a big guy at first base, not very familiar with how well he runs, but seems to be taking a modest lead. Throw over, and he's back in time. Lay it down, and it's a good one. Castillo with an outstanding play to make an out. Outstanding play by Castillo, the regular shortstop for the Heat. Ranges to the left on the bunt, which really was a perfect bunt. He slides, picks it up, and throws it over to first base just in time to get the left fielder, Tommy Lindell. Outstanding play by Castillo, helping his own cause. It will advance the runner to scoring position. Jerstein's now at second base. And with 2 outs in the top of the eighth, at the plate is the right fielder, John Michael Johnson. John Michael is 1 for 3 on the day. Castillo making an outstanding play to help his own cause. Get the second out of the inning, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1. One strike on the matter, Johnson, and the pitch is hit high in the air and will get out of play for strike number 2. Oh, 2 on the right fielder, John Michael Johnson. 2 outs in the top of the eighth in a tie ball game. Game 2 of the SM Finals at Örvallen. Rättvik Butchers 2, Heat 2. 2 outs and 2 strikes in the top of the eighth. John Michael Johnson has a runner in scoring position, and Castillo is looking to shut down the threat and get the Heat in the dugout to try to take the lead before the top of the ninth. After a couple of days of really great performances by the Butcher pitching staff, the Heat's right in this game to take game 2. Looking to get the third out here in the top of the eighth. 2 strikes on Johnson. The pitch is popped up in the air. Castillo will call it. He's a shortstop, and he'll take it. Castillo makes the last 2 outs of the inning to help his own cause and end the threat. After 8.5, we got a tie ball game. Butchers 2, Heat 2. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Örvallen in a tie ball game. Coming up to the plate is the second baseman, Fernando Sequeira. The guy hitting .254 in the year. He's 0 for 2 today, but looking to get the lead runner on here. The Heat would love to score a run here, or maybe more in the bottom of the 8th and shut it down in the 9th. Tie ball game. Been eating my fingernails. My mom's going to get really mad when she sees my hands. 1-1 on Sequeira. The Heat fighting hard all day. And that one's popped up. Shortstop Johnson calls it, and he's under it for out number 1. The plate now is Lucas Jelnor, who started the game at catcher. He's in center field now. Jelnor, of course, with a double in his last at-bat to lead off the inning, but ultimately was not able to score. We'll see if he can duplicate that right there. The Heat desperately in need of a base runner here in the bottom of the 8th in hopes of taking the lead before the top of the 9th. 2-2 game here at Örvallen. Daniel Johnson still on the mound after throwing in relief yesterday, and the first pitch to Jelnor is a strike right down the middle. The 0-1 pitch is outside, and the count is now even at 1. Jelnor, the player manager for the Sundbyberg Heat, looking to lead his team here in the bottom of the 8th. And that ball's on the outside corner for strike 2. Looks like Jelnor would have maybe liked to swing at that one, but he'll reset himself and come back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the center fielder. Daniel Johnson, in his second day in a row of relief, has been very effective. What has now been, I believe, 4 scoreless innings for Johnson. A soft ground ball to the left side. Jelnor is running hard. It's going to be a tough play for Borders. He bobbles it and throws. Yeah! No, that is a horrendous call by the first base umpire. Calls him out. Jelnor was stomping on the base. I do not understand how he missed that call. You have got to be kidding me. Looks like he decided to call him out before the ball even got there. And what could have been a base runner for the Heat is called out. No replays here in Sweden. We'll watch it later on tape. Called out. Looked like could have been a base runner for the Heat, and now with 2 outs, Anthony Castillo's at the plate trying to help his own cause. The first pitch is a called ball. Oh. I mean, am I crazy or was that guy safe? Oh, well, 2 things could be true at the same time. I can be crazy and he could have been safe. With 2 outs, Castillo at the plate, and he's going to hit it softly to the right side in the air. The first baseman, Huglund, calls it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. There's a horrendous call at first base on Jelnor, and going into the 9th, we've got a tie baseball game. Soon be 2, Rättvik 2. Top of the ninth here in Örvallen for the SM Finals. After 8 complete innings, we've got a tie baseball game. And coming to the plate now with the 9-hitter, Kalle Höglund. Höglund with a big walk in his last at-bat to tie the game with bases loaded. He'll lead off here in the top of the ninth, hoping to get on base for the Butchers. Castillo on his second day of relief has kept the Butchers scoreless. First pitch is down the middle, strike one. Castillo working ahead. Kalle with a great at-bat. And his last at-bat fouling off about 6 pitches in a row before some would say earning the walk. Some would say given. We're going to miss strike 2, changeup. And Castillo now way ahead, 0-2 on the 9-hitter Höglund. Castillo way ahead. And Höglund, who would have thought? He's fouling pitches off with 2 strikes. Yeah. Höglund leads the league in foul balls with 2 strikes. A stat that only I'm keeping. We're going to miss strike 3, and Castillo retires the first batter of the inning. 1 out here in the top of the ninth, and that brings up the number 1 hitter, the center fielder, Joel Johnson. Johnson's 2 for 4 on the day. The Johnson 4. They're in a boy band when they're not playing baseball, the Johnsons. Of course, Joel's the best dancer out of the 4. And he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. 1 out, 1 strike here in the top of the ninth. Castillo working ahead. He's attacking. He's feeling it now. 2 strikes on the center fielder, Johnson. I'd love to see it. Oh, that foul ball getting a piece of Hernandez. He says okay, catcher. He's tough. He's a hockey player. Yeah. Two strikes on Johnson, and Castillo will get back on the mound for the 0-2 pitch. Johnson steps in. And it sets up outside, and it's hit. It's going to get down in right field, and the 0-2 pitch is right down the middle. Johnson fouls it off. Can't throw that over the plate in that situation. That was the story of yesterday's game. Too many pitches over the plate, ahead in the count. Johnson fights it off. He gets out there, and that'll bring up his brother, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's 0 for 3 on the day, but a very dangerous hitter. In my opinion, the player of the game yesterday. Johnson did reach on an error. And we'll see if they'll put action on with the leadoff hit. The leadoff hitter's on first base. The 2 hitter at the plate. 1 out. The pitch is down. Ball 1. Bolad. Castillo throws over. Not in time. One ball, no strikes to Johnson. Castillo pitch. It's popped up straight behind us here for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Tie ball game in SM Finals, game 2. After a 1.5-hour rain delay, it's actually turned into a pretty nice day out here at Örvallen. I still can't decide whether or not I want to have a jacket on or not. Very Swedish, very Swedish. Modest lead at first by Johnson. Hands are on his knees and he'll throw over. Oh, almost caught him leading a little bit. We'll see if he's trying to bait him. Gotta imagine some action will be happening here when you've got the leadoff runner at first base and the second hitter at the plate. Top of the ninth. The Butchers known to manufacture some runs, but haven't put a whole lot of things on today. But don't know that they've had the opportunities. Top of the ninth, we'll see if they get the runners moving. The runner's going. Hernandez throws to second, and he's got him. No, 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 no. A great throw by Hernandez, but looked like he was out. For me, is called safe at second. Umpire looked like he was about to call him out, and he called it safe. And just like that, the Butchers have a runner on second base. I'm literally about to put my fist through a wall. Not one close call goes our way. These guys, I don't know. I mean, you're not. I want to keep it an athletic contest here. 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Johnson. He hits it to left field. Fleming is out there, and he's under it for out number 2. The runner will not advance. Could have been the third out of the inning, is instead just the second. Castillo will get back on the mound with the catcher coming to the plate, Oskar Jerstein. Jerstein's 0 for 4 on the day. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. With Joel Johnson running at second base. The catcher Jerstein's pitch is hit to center field. Yelnor will call it, and he's under for out number 3. The Heat will go to the bottom of the ninth, an opportunity to win the game here at Örvallen. It's game 2 of the SM Finals. When we come back, the Heat will look to win the game at the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth inning here at Örvallen, game 2 of the SM Finals. The tie ball game. The Heat looking to end this one and break the Butchers' hearts in game 2. At the plate is the now first baseman, Linus Sjölund. The first pitch is a called strike. We're gonna miss strike 2. The Heat looking to get their lead runner on, but Solund falling behind 0-2 on the count. Johnson going after hitters all day yesterday and today, and he'll foul that one off to stay alive. The Heat with their 3, 4, 5 hitters up here in the bottom of the 9th, looking to break the Butchers' hearts. Castillo with a fine performance on the mound to keep him in it, and that ball's down, ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. One and 2 on the batter shoulder. He's 1 for 3 on the day with the single, looking to get the lead runner here on the bottom of the 9th, and he'll swing and a miss, strike 3. Johnson getting him to chase on the breaking ball, and that'll bring up the catcher, today's starting pitcher, Jose Hernandez, aka Timmy. Ball outside. Hernandez, who's had a great season, been getting great hitting great all year, is looking to get on base here for the Heat. The 1-0 pitch is hit hard to center field. The center field's going to give chase, and he will get there. Joel Johnson with a great play in center field to make the second out of the inning. And just like that, 2 quick outs. The Heat will have to try to do it with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Great jump by the center fielder Johnson to make a play on that. That'll bring Brandon Portillo to the plate. Moved over to shortstop from third base after Castillo went into the game to the pitch. And he'll hit it weakly to the pitcher, who will take it himself to first base. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. And ladies and gentlemen, we're playing extra baseball. After 9 complete innings, it is a tie ball game. Sundbyberg 2, Rättvik 2. Extra innings here at Örvallen in game 2 of the SM finals. Tie ball game. We're all even at 2. And in extra innings, we'll play extra inning rules, which puts runners on first and second with no outs. You start in the jam, and at the plate is none other than the shortstop, Daniel Johnson, one of the best players in Sweden. And he's looking to move the runners over. He will show bunt, and did he pull it back? No, they won't check if he goes, so I assume he pulled it back. It's a called ball 1. Runners on first and second here in extra innings to start. Johnson showed bunt on the first pitch. We'll see if he does it again. He's a very dangerous hitter. But in what's a tight game, he looks like he's going to be trying to lay it down and move the runners over, and he will not execute. Foul ball, an attempt, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a nail biter at Örvallen, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2, and with the extra inning rules, runners on first and second with one of the best hitters in the league, Daniel Johnson, at the plate. He drove in a run in the first inning, and now he's trying to move runners over. He gets the bunt down. It won't. Oh, and perhaps what is the most costliest play of the game, Castillo tries to get the lead runner at third. It goes to left field. Both runners will score. Castillo getting greedy. Had a slight chance to maybe make that play. Third baseman Estati not making the greatest reach on that ball. And just like that, with the extra inning rules, 2 runs will score for the Butchers. And they take the lead here in the top of the 10th, 4-2. Very, very, very costly mistake for the Heat. You got to love the aggressiveness. He's going for it, but something's going on with the left fielder. Evidently, something happened to Fleming on that play, and he's coming off the field. Going in left will be Max Southernton. Boy, and that hurts. No outs here in the top of the 10th. Runner on second after Johnson was trying to sacrifice himself to move the runners over. Instead, after the attempt at third base, 2 runners score, and he's in scoring position with no outs. It will bring the third baseman, Sam Borges, to the plate. And boy, that really hurts. You can feel the wind leave the sails right here. The pitch is fouled for strike 1. Runner in scoring position here. The Butchers taking a 2-run lead in the top of the 10th. Borges is 2 for 4 on the day and looking to take. Ball is fouled out of play for strike 2, and Castillo's way ahead now. 0-2 on the third baseman, Borges. Borges with the runner in scoring position, looking to add to the 4-2 Butchers lead. Wow. Very, very costly mistake here in the top of the 10th. Ball's hit hard to right. Mark Bodquist is there, and he will not be able to get that ball to third in time. The runner Johnson advances from second to third. And with 1 out, the Butchers have an opportunity to score another run with a sacrifice fly or maybe a ground ball. We'll see if they bring the infield in here for Sundbyberg. And it looks like they will. Shortstop is in, third baseman's in, second baseman's coming in, and they're going to have to make this ball go through. Jerstein, the catcher at the plate, be looking to get the ball in the air somewhere to get the runner Johnson in from third. Trying to add on a 2-run lead here in the top of the 10th. Castillo's first pitch is hit softly to right field. It's going to be trouble. And it drops. The run scores. The ball that could have been caught drops, and reminiscent of the game yesterday, ball just falling, things going right for the Butchers. And they take a 3-run lead here in the top of the 10th. We'd have thought there could have been a playmate on that ball, but it falls harmlessly on the ground. And the Butchers score another run. That makes 3 here in the top of the 10th. That'll bring Ole Jerstein to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day, the fielder's choice. Castillo's pitch is a called strike, 0-1 on, this is Tommy Lindell. Or hitting is Tommy Lindell. Jerstein at first base. 0-1 on Lindell. Falls down. Hernandez blocks it to keep the runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 10th. The Heat giving the Butchers 3 runs here in the top of the 10th. But it's just been a completely devastating turn of events. Falls high, 2-1 on Lindell. Foul ball, and 2-2 now on the batter, Lindell. 1 out in the top of the 10th. Heat looking to get into the dugout and hopefully make a run here. Down 3. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High. Full count on Lindell with the runner at first. They may get the runner moving here. We'll see. Castillo's been attacking the plate all day. Up 3 runs in the top of the 10th. Full count, 1 out. Lindell will get a base hit to left field. That drops, advancing the runner. Runner on first and second. And that'll bring up the right fielder, John Michael Johnson, with 1 out. John Michael Johnson is 1 for 4 on the day. And he tried to check. He says no. Oh boy. Called ball. The umpire says he did not swing. I think he might have hit that one over the fence if it hit bat. Ball, no strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 10th. Heat down 3. Ball's hit softly to third. Estati will step on it. Ooh. Ball called foul. Very close. Hard to say there. Called a ball. It's where the ball is, not where the player is, and I can't see it from here. That'll put 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, John Michael Johnson, with 1 out here in the top of the 10th. Field pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wait a minute. Wasn't that 2 strikes on him? Was foul? Not sure what happened there, but Jan Michael's still at the plate. Don't know what happened there. It looked like he swung. Beautiful pitch by Castillo on the corner for the 2nd out of the inning. Strike 3 right on the corner, and that's 2 outs for the Heat. That'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Kalle Hoglund, with 2 outs. Hoglund with the game-tying RBI in the 6th on the walk. He's 0 for 3 on the day, does have the 1 RBI on the walk. And with 2 outs, he's trying to add to the Butcher lead, up 3 in the top of the 10th. Castillo delivers, and it's a ball inside. Called strike on the breaking ball, 1-1 on Hoglund. Still runners on first and second, 2 outs. The Heat, of course, will have an opportunity to start the bottom of the 10th with runners on first and second as well. See if they can get things going, but not before they get the 3rd out here in the top of the 10th. Hoglund swings and misses for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes on the first baseman, Kalle Hoglund. Castillo is set. The pitch. Strike 3 and a beauty. Castillo finishes strong in the top of the 10th, but not before serious damage was done. A 2-run error. The story of the game. The Rättvik Butchers bring 3 across in the top of the 10th, and in the bottom of the 9th, the Heat will have an opportunity to tie or take the lead with runners on first and second. And we'll see what happens when we come back. And we're back. Bottom of the 10th inning here at Örvallen with the Heat trailing by 3 runs. Extra inning rules will give them a runner at first and second. At the plate is Brian Estati, a very dangerous hitter. In a situation where you might be looking to bunt, I don't think that'll be the case with Estati. They'll be looking to do them all with 1 swing. Of course, the danger here being Estati not being so fleet of foot puts the Heat in a vulnerable position for a double play. Brian Estati is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and scored a run. He's a dangerous hitter with runners on first and second, trailing 3. And he'll swing and a miss, strike 2. Johnson, who threw 2 scoreless innings yesterday and 3 scoreless innings so far today. Trying to close it out here in the bottom of the 10th. 2 strikes on Astati. Runners on first and second. And he'll foul it back, staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. No balls, 2 strikes on Astati. Runners on first and second, bottom of the 10th. SM finals at Örvallen. That ball's up out of the zone, and Astati won't think about it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Astati takes his time, stepping out of the box. Stepping back in with runners on first and second and a 1-2 count. Johnson looks in. Comes set in the 1-2 pitch. Oh, he's holding him. Yep. Johnson trying to make the hitter uncomfortable there. I know this trick. But Astati wisely calls timeout. Make sure that he's able to reset his sights here, and he will do it again. 1-2 count, down by 3 in the bottom of the 10th. Runners on first and second. Brian Astati at the plate. Ben Johnson at the mound in the 1-2 pitch. Is hit to third. He'll throw to second for 1. First for 2. And literally it's worst case situation for the Heat. They lose the lead runner, get doubled up at first. And the Rättvik Butchers are now just 1 out away from ending this game and taking a 2-0 series lead before going back to Rättvik next week to try to wrap up the SM championships. Oh, it's been a very hard fought battle. Was really came apart in the top of the 10th with a very costly error. That'll bring Max Sotherington to the plate, who came in last inning as a defensive replacement to try to keep the Heat alive. His first at bat of this series, and that first pitch is a called strike. Oh, 2 count on Sotherington, and now Johnson is just 1 pitch away. What would be 7 scoreless innings in the last 2 days. Correction. Oh. And Sotherington will get on. Ground ball down the third base line, and Sotherington keeps the Heat alive. And that'll bring the tying run to home plate. A soft hit ball to third is just barely fair. And Sotherington beats it out at first base. So the Heat's still alive. Two outs in the bottom of the 10th inning. Johnson, who's trying to complete his 6th scoreless inning of the weekend, came in the 7th today. Mark Vodson's at the plate, and that first pitch is a strike. 0-1 on Mark Vodson, trying to keep this game going with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. Down by 3. Mark Watson seeing the ball well. He's 2 for 3 with a double. How nice would it be if you can get a hold of one right here? Tying runs at the plate for the Heat, trailing by 3 in the bottom of the 10th. And that ball's outside. Whoa, boy. Yeah, you know, it's a big difference being down 0-2 than 1-1. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Johnson again finds himself 1 pitch away from ending this game and giving the Butchers a 2-0 series lead. Pitch by Johnson is in the dirt. Sotherington won't advance, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mark Vodson. Oh, Mark Watson, 2 for 3 on the day, trying to keep the Heat alive, down by 3 in the bottom of the 10th. And he will swing and miss. It's strike 3. Johnson completes his scoreless inning streak, and the Heat will go down 0-2 here in the SM Finals. The Butchers fighting hard and ultimately on a very costly error in the 10th inning take the lead and close it out 5-2. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Alex Sonsoliaga. Thank you so much for watching with us today. The Heat will go to Rättvik next week to try to get back in this series, trailing by 2 games. The Butchers winning today 5-2. The Heat will try to regroup and do it again next weekend. Again, I've been Alex Sonsoliaga. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.